Okay. Hello. Good morning, everyone. For today, just like some updates because when you see the assignments, I try to give you the extension and also I made some students and try to set up another meeting. So for the mail and SS lab. So I realized maybe some students do not able to follow the labs or slightly fall behind. So I try to do it slightly slower or the progress like to give you extra time. Okay, for example, so if you are thinking, okay, if you're okay and able to follow all the steps, then you can this one will become like challenge for you. And also I try to install some new application and try to compete. Because to me too, like sometimes it failed too. So I need to install it again. So for those students, I'm not able to like even the VM still have some issue or not able to install the unfair VM, then I will give you some time. And if you are missing something, then if you need like something helping for set the environment or like go back to our previous lab, then I will give you a time and help you. Okay. And if you think you're okay, then you may start to do working on it right now. And if you have any question that I can help you, and mainly I will give you is like sometimes figure out if we need to use some files. Like let's say start with the beginning. Like if you remember how can we start our basic static analysis? How can we check the hash? Okay, so like we use the virus total. Or why not we have the data detect easy and then use the PEV to view the content. Like also we can check the hash and then what's the like packet content. So this one we will work on our lab 1-3. Okay, 1-3 the challenge silly pretty. So it's a pretty. So if you know please don't mix it up. So remember the environment. So remember to turn off your Windows Defender. Like to me, it's the Windows Defender. It always like turn on like by certain of the time. So remember like to turn off. So some of you like still have some issue like don't know. Just go to the your Defender right here. So the Windows security. And then you will see the shield right here. And when you go down to the virus and threat protection setting, manage setting, and remember to at least you need to turn off the real-time protection or depth drive protection. So that's what you need to do. So if you forgot to turn it off, even though you try to unzip your file, the Windows Defender will quarantine your file, so you couldn't able to execute. Okay. We also try installing it, so it restarting. So you when you see the file, it's called the putty. So if you know putty is for if we try to connect with our SSH. If you're using Mac, then we can use our terminal directly SSH to connect to maybe some Linux system, our server, right? And or some ARM devices if they provide the telnet. Okay. And for Windows, then how can we do that? Sometimes we can use the SSH or the PuTTY is one of the application we can use to connect. And this one is like with the injection. So you can compare. So I would like to let you like first you have the infector one, right? Okay. So one step is I don't want to make you mix up. So let me say first. Okay. Let me go back to a regular. And first, I would like to let you to try one thing. Please compare with your PuTTY. Like if you download PuTTY regular putty. Okay, so from our website, from their website, and suppose you will get the one regular putty. So I will download it. This one will be for 60B here. You can find the one is a exe file. So it's a symbol like binary. So I got the original putty, and also I have the infected putty. Okay, so we can use our and put still like keep on installing. So maybe have some. I cannot always demo this part, but
For Putty, we're downloading Putty onto the VM itself and not onto our computer, correct?
correct. Yes. Okay. Please do not copy to your own computer, especially if you are the Windows user. Because I don't want to let you confuse two files, like make any mistake and infect your own system. Okay. So please do everything on your VM. Okay. So compare with the original one and then the one with infected. Okay. And download it and check first. Check the hash. Compare the hash. What's the differences? Like if you remember like what the tool we're using for the static analysis, compare all the differences. And then for the next step, maybe usually they use the files command. If you not yet install it, maybe you will miss it. Okay, maybe you don't have the function called file. Okay, then how can you get the file? So see it will be a slightly challenge question if you not yet. So that's why I need to make sure everyone have it. If no, I will you maybe use your own way. Like let's say, how can you download this one from the website? So everything is available. So if you don't have it, then you can download it. Okay, search and move on. I think suppose of you already have a string because before I gave you, so we were using a string to list it and then grab what's the HTTP behind and check the link. Okay, so there's my link right here. And to grab it like from the PowerShell, in the previous we will like for grabbing is like try to get there some strings. Okay, so to match it and check what they get from the PowerShell, and you'll get all the some like variables like they check the contents. So maybe right here. That's what you need to do and take a screenshot. Okay, and then how it looks like. And also there's a one more key and we can get to do but I will keep it because I try to do it slower. So for the PowerShell script I'll cover in next our coming Thursday lab. So I will make this lab like slowly and also I'll do later. So if you are able to complete by yourself, then you can start the first few steps. You can start by the script. So if you are able to do that, then of course you feel free to complete the whole task. Okay, and then even the basic dynamic analysis, and then when you pass it for the network, like checking the port, and looks like compare differences between the putty with a regular one and then the infected one. Okay, so here because when we try to compare, just to make sure you have a your environment or this app. Okay, because you see right now I also try to install some application and try to compete to get the full tool, but it still needs to some restart and then some application may be missed. So I'm working on it too. So okay, so if you are able to start your this lab putty, then you can start to do it right now. To those students, if you have some question related to like previous lab environment setup, then please let me know. So I will let you share screen and then I will help you to fix out this. Okay. And when you are installing, so you will see some application to like to install. So here will be the list. Right now I try to get more as possible. And you will see one is called the file like .vm. If I'm able to install it, then I can use the file. Okay. So to those, if you couldn't able to find it, then you maybe need to install it one more time. Okay. And here will be your time. So you may start to do it and go to the official website, download the PD because before I close it. Right here. So you will see the pretty.org. So it's the official website. And because we are download it as the question asked from. So when you try to download it, you can find the file. We are not downloading the MSI, but the exe. Okay. So we will download the 64-bit. Okay. You see right now this after. So after we reboot the system, then it happened again. So I need to turn it off. Like, okay, maybe turn on one again. Let me see. Okay, it's on one again. Okay, so I need to turn it off. Okay, so I'm keep like installing. Okay, I still have some packages missing. So try to check like the package if you install. So if you may ask like, okay, how can I check the tools you already installed? So go to your folder. Right here okay, so if you see the link on your desktop, so it can be like on your desktop, and you will see something maybe useful and getting more and more. So some productive, like before I say the 7-shift, you may have some API monitor, packer, okay, right here, and networking. Okay, you see I'm still like installing, and if you couldn't find it on your desktop, also go to your C drive. And also you see there's a two. Okay, so there's a more. So they will like put in different location. Okay, and then some like app, command, cache, like phaser. Okay, so we have more tools we're going to use. Like that's why we install the free VM, so it can help us to install all these tools. Like then we don't have to like search it and install it by ourselves. Okay, so it will be more convenient. Okay. The right now will be, I'll give you your time. So you may start if you have at least like the first one. How can we compare the hasher like for the basic static analysis? Just to recall our the first like static lab. So you may use the website right here. Okay. Be a new one. Okay. Virus total. Okay. If you want to check. So you see this one is the original one. So it's supposed to pass all the testing. And when we look at the details and when you compare with the one with the virus, so you can like compare what's the hash returned, maybe our MD5 SHA1 and 256 512 or more. But right here you will see MD5 SHA1 and SHA like 256. So compare their hash like, and you will know as a first step, because we always say, okay, how are those like virus, antivirus software can detect it. Okay, so always like the fastest way, straightforward way is like check their hashing. Okay, so MD5 SH1 and 256. So first step, please do it this, check this one. So as a beginning. And also we have the detect IP 64, and then if you have the if not everyone have it, then you can check it by and go to folder.
What files were we putting into virus total?
First is your question. Give me a second. Okay, so in your git file will be one dash. You go to your lab and then one dash 3 challenge silly putty.
Okay.
So you
okay.
after you unzip the putty, okay, so will be a .exe. So try not to put the .7zip. So it's a zip file. So if you check the zip file, then you couldn't see the difference. Okay. So before you unzip it, remember to turn off your Windows Defender. Okay. So if you forgot to turn it off, it will block and put it to quarantine. So you cannot check it. Okay. Running energy. Do some install. And also download the original file from their official website. So I would like to let you compare. So what is the original putties application, and also how it looks like if I give you the one is like with the infected. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm still installing it and still have like plenty of stuff. Okay. Oh. Let me see. How many of you, like, if you no idea what you're doing, then please let me know. Or if you have question like about previous lab or what do you need to do, then you feel free to ask it. So for this week, I try to make it like slower and like help you to like save the environment. Okay. Total, let me check it and go there. Okay. So I already upload the first putty, so from the original file, and then second one, I will upload the one is from our lab right here. So with the infected one, so be careful, don't mix up two of them. Okay, and then open it. So this time you'll see, okay. So I will open both of them side by side. Enlarge it. Then you see the difference. At least like the first step for our static analysis, so we can use the virus total and check it. So you see the MD5, SH1, SH A256. So you see their hashing will be not the same. Okay, so even though it's looks like a same application, since their hash is not the same, then we know, okay, then there's a mechanism how the antivirus software can check, right, as a first step. Like, how can they know, okay, it's potentially there's a condenser virus. They will match with the library. They're like the library, they know, okay, for those, maybe including some Trojans or any other package like library, then that's how do they match it. Okay. So here's your first step. and then later you can open the preview. So that's we used before for our previous lab, and you can check it. Because sometimes my system still like keep on repeating restart. So okay. And then next, make sure you will have the detected right here after the preview. Let's say I check the original one. So if you remember the preview, we check the hash file and then the docs header. Okay, we'll compare with their original binary side by side. And then we have one more, and then now we have the dice exe, detect it easy. And we let's compare. Okay, so right now I'm checking the original one is the like non-infected. Okay, that's why I get it from the original website. Okay, let's check. And then maybe if we can check the hash, you can look at the hash and trophy right here. So then when we look at the files, and then we can compare another one. We can save your diagram, and then next we can check the one with the infected one. So after you're able to open it, then please like look at like the details. So always like observation side by side and check, and how they like what's the actually like how it looks like, what's the differences. Okay, so what will be included? A string hash. A bit like this. Okay, so this will be more likely will be the static. And last time I asked like if you have the strings, so please check if you have the strings. So you should able to open with the, if you open the PowerShell. Let me open the tab of PowerShell. Okay, so if you miss the string, then we pass the string. So either you pass the complete directory or remember to use the CD. Okay, to change your file directory to the lab 1-3. Right here. Okay, so you can get your file directory and paste to here. Okay. In a previous lab, because I show you like some of the strings we download it from online. Okay, if you miss it, then you can download. If you are already used your fair VM, then suppose you should have a fair VM, so you can use your command directly. Okay, and for the string, we will like try to list all the contents. So you try to check it. So at least we can. Here's the differences because between why we try to grab it. So we want to check, okay, what's the pretty and then what the content relate to the PowerShell. Okay, and then dump into it. And if you try to use the string and when we try to check the pretty, let's say pretty. Open the exe. So you see all the content right here. So, and build the content is like too long, okay? So it including lots of content. Then if we want to only fetch, like to grab certain content, then like including HTTP, then we need to pass the parameter, like to grab it with the HTTP, okay? Okay, it complete. Okay. So how can you grab it? So I will let you to do it to complete the rest of it. And after you finish like the static, then you may start to work on the dynamic. Dynamic including we can using the Washa or checking those like pawns, including some checking what is the remote certificate validation callback. So what is that including those like protocol or those information. I will be spending like this week so to cover this whole lab. So if you have any question, I will help you. Okay, including because if you have not yet installed all the tools, then you may not able to complete all the tasks. So that's why I make this lab slightly slower. Okay, and please let me know if you need some help. Okay, so I will keep the page on it right here. And when is your time? Okay, so in case you have any question, and just let me know, and you may share your screen so I can help you. Okay, and if you have no other question, if you're working on it, then I try not to disturb you. Okay, so I will mute my microphone and right now.
We can find the strings on GitHub, correct? Versus the download link for RBM.
That one, if you want to download the strings, you can there's a official website from Windows. So I need to make sure you download the correct one. Okay, let me log into my Edge. And so strings Windows. Okay, right here. I need to make sure the defender is off. Give me a second. Okay, right here. Okay. You will see some people like share it to online. Also the strings, also it will available on the Windows strings like right here, system internal. So you can download from right here, download strings. So I will paste it in the chat box. So make sure you go to the correct. No, I need to. You can download from the right here from the system internals and download it. And when you download it, you will get the folder, right? So if you want to use the string, just like do it one more time, and in case, so if you need to use it, either you need to change your file directory or use your absolute path. So where did you put your string files? Okay, so if you want to use it in command line, so what do you need to do? You need to copy it to your system32. So where is the system32? Then I would let you figure out. Okay, so if you forgot, then I give you some time. Okay, the hints you need to go to your C drive. Okay, C drive, and in somewhere there's a folder. It's called the system32, and then you copy your string exe file, the binary file to the system32. Then you can use strings directly instead of using the
So we use the we downloaded the strings from the Windows website, not from the campus. The
campus.
like from your like in week 3, you have a downloaded file called strings.
Yes. Actually, it's the same. It's the same.
Oh, it's the same. Okay.
It's the same. Yes. So if you already have it, then you do not need to download it one more time. Okay. I just like in case some student they kind of like fall behind and they not yet which this step, so I need to like repeat it. If you already have it, then you don't have to worry. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, no problem. Okay. So as far as say, if you already have it, then you should already put it like for your C drive, C, and then Windows, system32, and strings folder. Let me go to here. Should check. Okay, so if you already copy the strings exe like 64 to the system32, then you're all good. So you can just ignore what I'm talking. Okay, so if you are not yet like commit to this step, then you can follow. Okay, or if you're still working like installing the fair VM, then you can still like try to install it. Okay, so right now you see all the tools we are going to use. Okay, so I'm still like try to install more. So it's going to use like later for a dynamic.
So for the Flare VM, if it has tools that will need because I know that one takes a while. I think I've already mentioned like I started another VM. If I wanted to try to ensure that my VM is still able to connect to the internet afterwards, am I just gonna have to troubleshoot by say re-snapshotting and then trying to re-download it until it isn't broken, I guess? That's just gonna be a trial and error.
Yeah, China, I will recommend if you have the VM, and let me save the. Okay, let me take a snapshot by here. Okay. Maybe if you're using a VM, before you installing it, then I will recommend like you can like save one of the snapshot is like before you install it, and then another snapshot is okay. Okay. So another one is like after you complete the installation of the VM, fair VM. So that's like it will be a better way. Or you can use the two image. Like one is like contains if you have two image. Yeah, I can like using one, but you can like create two windows when it contains. So you can use two different snapshot or two VM image. One is like contains the fair VM, and then one is just a regular Windows. Okay, but I think it's just kind of like redundant. So you can like restore from your snapshot. Okay, I already have it. So in case like you have certain image, you can like restore it. And so like let's say if you already have the snapshot, so I can always like go back to the certain one. So like I can use the one before I install the fair VM, and also you can switch back to the one you already installed the fair VM. So I will take a snapshot after I complete it. But I also delete some of my previous snapshot. Okay, we can cancel. Okay. Just be careful. So Björn, if you are like everything we are doing right now, we'll be working on our VM. Okay. So try not to download file or execute it on your own laptop, your own system. Okay. Especially if you are the Windows user. I will mute my.
For this strings and putty, is it more of a follow along and then kind of do it, or is this going to be also an assignment? Because I have strings and the putty and the malicious putty file, everything. I'm just wondering if there's going to be an assignment. I need to take the snapshot or not snapshots, the screenshots and then document everything for an assignment.
Um, if for the assignment, I will upload it, and for more details, because if you see my screen, and if I just execute the string, so because for the string we try to like grab certain content. Like let's say if I want to see after infected, so one thing I will let you to compare like with the original file. I want to see, can you get the link like with the HTTP? So if we try to execute the string and empty, so this one is the infected. Okay. So what's the differences between original file and the infected file? So can you grab the HTTP? Okay, and then make the screenshot. If you're able to do this step, then of course like take a snapshot like this one, and with the also do it one more time, compare with the original file. Okay. For the new the lab assignment, like some guideline, I will post it on Thursday. Okay. Am I able to answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And also let's see if you're able to grab it from the like the PowerShell script. Okay. For those students, for some students, if you are not yet able to like even complete the installation of the free VM, so you'll see my screen. So like keep on running, installing lots of stuff, like down some package. So it's normal, okay. So it's a lot, we have so many tools, especially you try to import all the tools and install it, then it's just like keep on repeating and restarting your system. Okay, so it takes some time. And after you complete all the step, and then maybe if you already have a Wireshark, okay, so suppose if you don't know, then you can also like download directly to observe like those like connection, like TCP connection. Okay, make sure you after you complete all the steps, okay, just in case like you already finished everything, I will remember to take at least one snapshot. And after you um, took the snapshot, I will say, let's try to execute, double click the putty. Okay, so before you execute it, I will try to emphasize, make sure you like for your network, like if you using a regular one, or make sure your network just like change to host only. Okay, lost any all the internet connection. Make sure you took a snapshot. No mistake. Okay, and try to execute the infected variant. So try to double click. Except for this moment, because I'm still like installing my application, so I'm showing you, and then try to execute this file. Okay, so observe what happened. Okay. But before you do this, remember to turn off the antivirus, make sure the internet is only host only. So it doesn't have a connection, like have a bridge between your own desktop with the VM. And also try to remember to take a snapshot. Okay, then you can hit execute. So see what happened. Okay, so once like if you're able to install, like when you're installing the VM and then you see the files right here, the file VM, and you can go to the C drive, and C drive you can see the tooth I say, and then the file. So you will get the file exe, then you can use it. Okay, then you don't have to like search it by yourself. Okay. It's okay. Okay. So I give you time. There's one more way, and like including like disable the defender. Also, we can add the exclusion. So you can add the left folder, so it can prevent the Windows antivirus that will try to quarantine any files for your lab. Okay. Okay, I'm checking if how many of you still have questions or if you want to stay here and to keep on working on your like. Okay, so if you see the files like deleting, so make sure your virus the defender um like is turned off. Okay, so if you
I keep looking at the Defender and it says everything is off.
Okay.
Like I keep going back through and it says like I can turn on the virus, I can turn on ransomware, but it's off currently, but it keeps removing that file.
Removing the file. Okay, so could you share
Yeah, hold on.
when you execute, let me stop mine and please let me see.
So I have everything turned off here. So before I do this, you can see I dir'd this directory and it isn't there, but I did it before, dir'd and it's there.
Okay.
But then as soon as I try to run the putty command, it's gone. So that's the problem I currently have. So like I know it's there now, but it says, hey, there's threats.
Okay. So why now if find it up? So go to below dismiss. You see the arrow over there, right? So right next to the update. Okay, dismiss, and then click on it. Okay, action needed, and I want to see a real time. Can you to the left sidebar, and then I want to see. Okay, the shield. Yes, yes, the virus and the protection, and current. Let me check one more time. Your manage setting in your yeah, the virus and the protection. Okay, the real-time protection.
my
Okay,
gosh.
not yet.
How do I'm gonna have to write down a path to find that because I think that's not the first time, but I'm always confused by it.
Okay, for this time, yeah. So right now you're really actually because so annoyed because the real-time protection they always like randomly sometimes it will gonna turn on again. So maybe you can try to like you add the exclusion. So when you go down and then manage and yes, make sure that
I'm
one.
gonna write down that path so that I have it for later. Thank you, Professor.
Okay, no
We
problem.
don't normally mess around with that on our own Windows computers, and so it's kind of funky to try to find it in a subsection of that there.
Okay, yeah, true is I know like maybe of your I know some issues like this, so I'm happy like if you can like share and then like showing because maybe not only you and others maybe have some similar situation. So just I can remind them, okay, remember to turn it off. Like even to me, you see like every time and I restart it, it turn on again. So yeah, So maybe every time when we just like have a habit, maybe try to turn it off before you execute or doing anything. And also you can add the folder if you see the exclusion, then you can add the folder like under exclusion. So it try not to block any files. Okay, and you're good. Oh, I see. Do you have the file exe for the fair VM? Because I know you're installing it, but do you okay, you need to answer you one more time.
The player VM I have not put onto this Windows VM yet.
Okay.
I was gonna do this part and get it as far as I could, and then save a snapshot, and then try to download the Flare VM this afterwards.
Okay, yeah, good. Okay. Yeah, I know it takes really long time. Okay. So more than 10 hours, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so let's see, now
Okay.
it's there.
Mhm. Strings and the file would be might not is sometimes it couldn't find it. So you need to have a period and then with the backslash and then put it. So you can try to type strings. Okay, try this one, yes. And then there's a system file cannot specific. So I think your strings is not yet able to, okay, try to execute string and then with the pretty and without grabbing anything. So, oh yes, you do have it.
Yeah, I
Okay.
confirmed that I have it downloaded and it's in the System32 path.
Okay. And you try to, okay. So, for the output, okay, I see. So, 32.
Yeah. So many S's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. One more hint. Okay, if you check because you will see the output maybe the path because you see the path is to the dev now. Okay, you grab it and actually the command line because I didn't tell for grabbing it out because when we grab it past like the HTTP2 and output to the dev now. So it may be because you don't have a dev now. That's why the system cannot find the path.
I don't have the grep command or
the location, the path, like you see the two and then with the arrow depth and now, right?
yeah. Oh, this
Okay,
right
because
here.
we try to grab it and now, okay. So maybe you can try to just like grab it first and then we don't have like output it. So you can just
Oh, this is an output right here.
yes, sure. And okay, let's see. Grab is not recognized as internal, external. Okay. We don't have
Isn't
it.
grep for Linux based?
Yes, but you can still download it. Let me see if you can get it from the Windows. Which one? Okay, yeah, I have multiple screens. Okay. You may not have it, so also you can try to get it from online install it.
Yeah. I'll have to either download a version of it from Git Bash. I wanted to use the grep entirely, but I think if I use the Firestar or something else that's more geared at the Windows, then I'll be able to search it for strings.
Okay, yeah, fine string HTTP. Yeah. So as a replacement, I think it's okay. You can do it in this one because for the like grab either way is fine. So I think if you have the fine string, then you're okay. Yeah, you can do you use this one. Okay, good.
Right.
So I think it's
Thank you.
almost the time. Then you can complete the rest if you are able to do that. And if no, then we will come back on Thursday. So Thursday we will continue for the rest. Okay, and try to maybe not everyone able to. I will see like if some of you are not yet installed the fair VM or you don't have the Wireshark to check like the TCP, the network, then we will I will let you do it later. And then on Thursday I will post like the our lab for this one. So just like slightly guideline and the screenshot compared with the original putty and then the infected putty. Okay. And this is what we need to do. And checking. Do you still have question? Anybody still have question right here?
Nope. Thank you, sir.
No, okay, good. Okay. So I will end the sharing right here. Have a good one.